What happens when Russia, the second most powerful country on Earth, goes on war with its neighboring country, Ukraine? Let's find out by comparing the military strength of both these countries. Ukraine, a country with a population of 41.48 million, and a power index rank of 22, versus Russia, a country with a population of 146.17 million, and number 2 on the power index rank. Ukraine has active personnel of 255,000, and a reserve personnel of 250,000, whereas Russia has active personnel of 1 million, and reserve personnel of 2 million. Both the countries' military expenditure also varies by large numbers. Ukraine spends $5.4 billion, that is, 3% of its total GDP. Russia spends around $61.7 billion, that is, 4.3% of its GDP. Moving on to military equipment, Ukraine has around 2,105 tanks, in which 1,300 are T-64. Russia, having 12,270 tanks, ranks number 1 in the world, with almost half of them are T-72, T-72A and T-72B type tanks. In terms of armored fighting vehicles, Ukraine has around 6,990 vehicles, and Russia has around 26,831 AFVs. Total artilleries of Ukraine sum up to 1,047, consisting 630 rocket artilleries. On the other hand, Russia has a total artillery of around 6,532, including 4,359 rocket artilleries. Moving on to the air strength of both these countries, Russia clearly dominates the sky with total aircraft of 5,532, whereas Ukraine's total aircraft sums up to 326. Ukraine's 70 fighter aircraft comprises mostly of Sukhoi Su-27 and Mikoyan MiG-29. Russia, on the other hand, has 792 with Sukhoi Su-27 and Mikoyan MiG-31 mostly in its fleet. Ukraine has 29 attack aircrafts, 129 helicopters with 34 attack helicopters. Russia has 880 attack aircrafts, 1,724 helicopters with 544 attack helicopters. With Russia's total naval assets of 664, including 1 aircraft carrier, 18 destroyers, 11 frigates, 83 corvettes and 64 submarines versus Ukraine's 1 frigate, Russia clearly overpowers Ukraine in naval power. If a war arises between Ukraine and Russia, Russia will definitely overpower Ukraine, unless Ukraine is backed by its allies. What are your thoughts on this? Share them in the comments section below. Thank you all for watching this video. Subscribe to Footprints for more videos.